Hey guys, this is Derek Craig here, engineer for Magnus Broadheads, and I have Jeremy Hawes here. He is actually a pro staffer for Magnus Broadheads, and we are at top 10% bow shop in Coldwater, Michigan. It's just west of town. Awesome bow shop here. Jeremy is actually their bow technician here. Everybody says he's the best technician in southern Michigan. I'd probably say all of Michigan. And even if you're in northern Indiana, this is the guy to come and see. But one of the reasons we decided to get together today was Jeremy recently shot a video of shooting some Magnus Bullheads. It's turkey season, out of a super high-speed Raven crossbow. And everybody always asks myself and Mike Sama Magnus, can you shoot the bullheads out of these crossbows? And the problem is, I don't really have access to these crossbows. I wish I had access to every bow and crossbow at my disposal, but I don't. Jeremy does. For me, it's about a half an hour drive up here, so we said, let's shoot some bullheads and show everybody how they fly. Now, a couple caveats to that is, we are gonna shoot the 100 grain Magnus Bullhead right here. This is the 125, probably the more popular Magnus Bullhead out there. These are what I shoot out of my compound bow. We do not recommend these out of crossbows. There's no way these are gonna fly out of these super high-speed bows, but the 100s will fly. I've shot them out of slower crossbows. I've never shot them out of something like this Raven, but Jeremy has, and so we're excited. We're gonna go over here in the other room here in just a second, and we're gonna shoot them. So with that, Jeremy, why don't you give us a rundown on this really cool looking Raven crossbow? What are some of the specs and all that?
No problem, Derek. This is actually, Raven just launched this, I believe it was last year. This is the new R5X. I believe this unit is going to be replacing the R10 here within the next few years. So basically what they did is they shortened up the stock by a couple inches from the R10, and they slapped the R26 head unit on it, if anyone's really familiar with Raven. Gave it a lot shorter axle to axle, a little bit quicker power stroke on this. These are running between 4 and 407 as far as speed. That's pretty much the breakdown on this little bugger.
Yeah, and we have, at Magnus, we have no affiliation with any crossbow manufacturer. We just know that Raven happens to be one of the hot models that's out there. This is one of their newer models. There's obviously going to be a lot of guys who bought these for deer hunting and want to translate over to turkey hunting and use a bullhead. So, hey, why not try it as something that shoots, in that 400 foot per second range, in that ballpark. I mean, again, and it's a cool looking model here. So I'm looking forward to this. We're gonna go over the range here in just a second, and we're gonna shoot this thing a few times. So stay with us. All right, so we've gone over this in several videos before, but when it comes to shooting bullheads, you wanna shoot into a free hanging pillow. And you're like, well, that's not a pillow, it's a dog food bag, and you're right. But it is an old pillow inside there. Just go to the dollar store, Walmart, wherever, and buy yourself a cheap polyfilled pillow, $5, $10. If you spend more than 10 bucks, you spent way too much. You can keep the polyfill forever, and rather than buying pillowcases, I use like dog food bags or your corn feed bags, for your deer corn in the winter, or if you live around a farm, livestock feed bags, they're free. So why pay for pillowcases? And then I just Googled turkey target and print them out on 8.5 by 11. It gives you something to shoot at or put a dot on. So that's what we're going to do today, but that is a pillow. You can see it's free hanging. Do not shoot it into a bag or a layered target. You're going to destroy your target, the bullhead, possibly your arrow, all that good stuff. So, all right, let's go shoot. All right, so I got our 100 grain bullheads here, fresh out of the pack. They all come with a DVD, and I get it that that's kind of old technology, but on that DVD is a series that we call Setup to Success, where I take you, it's mostly compound bow oriented, but I take you through the A, B's, and C's of setting up bullheads to fly out of your system. So don't ignore that, but you can also go to the Magnus YouTube channel and you're going to see the same content. So we're basically just going to thread this onto the Raven bolt, which is a 400 grain arrow. So I don't know if that's their equivalent of their spine, or it says 400 grain arrow.
400 grain arrow.
So there you go. And Jeremy's got the Raven all cocked. And since this is owned by the shop, I'm going to kind of let Jeremy set things up, and then one or both of us will shoot.
So with this, just reach up and grab.
You got her all dialed in?
Put your elbow down. Get it up to where you get a full view.
Yep.
Just squeeze through your shot. Up is ready to fire, down is safe.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so here you go. And I am not a crossbow person.
Yeah, you may have to stand and do it.
That's all right. We'll just get on my knee here.
Chair out of the way.
Right here, that'll work. I am not a crossbow person, but we're going to do it. So basically, we got the top dot here.
Yep, the top circle.
And that is about midway to just above midway up his neck. And that's what we're going to basically do. So here we go. I'm kind of excited about that. You say, up is fire.
Yep.
There we go.
Just a nice, easy squeeze through.
Oh my goodness.
That thing gets there, doesn't it?
Dude, that was perfect. That's crazy.
Isn't it though?
That's 20 yards too.
Yeah.
All right, folks, you'll see we have no camera cuts. I have 3 cameras going, and my crosshairs were right about on that little point right there on his neck, and that's where it hit. And that's a 20-yard shot. You can see it back there. Obviously, it's on the other cameras. That's a 20-yard shot with a 100-grain Magnus Bullhead out of a Raven crossbow shooting 400+ foot per second. Absolutely crazy. Like, I'm a compound bow hunter, but I kind of want to...
That's exciting to know that they'll do it.
Yeah. I
mean,
kind of want to hunt with a crossbow now.
I know, I hear you. I've always kind of wanted to know what these things will do, and you know, we got to playing with it the other day, and it was born out of wanting to upgrade my daughter's crossbow. It's like, man, I really want to get her into one of these Ravens. I really like them. And I'm like, you know what? If it shoots a bullhead as good as her other crossbow does, I'm sold. So obviously, over 400 feet a second, the bullheads will fly.
I mean, and that was amazing. Seriously, that was the very first shot after we did the intro video that we've taken. There's no warm-ups. I'm not a crossbow guy. I mean, I guess that says how easy shooting a crossbow is, but that's impressive. The flight's impressive. Man, that bird doesn't even have a head left on him.
No.
So that's awesome. So there you go, folks. Will a Magnus Bullhead fly out of a super high-speed crossbow? Heck yes, it will. As always, Magnus heads are made 100% in the USA with a lifetime, no questions asked warranty. You damage a head in any way, shape, or form, you email all your info to customer service at magnusbroadheads.com, and we will send you a new one free of charge. So with that, God bless, stay safe, and get out there and turkey hunt this spring and check everything out on magnusbroadheads.com.